Have you ever looked at a Kennedy half-dollar and thought, it's only 50 cents? What if I told you that one ordinary-looking coin hiding in a forgotten coin jar, an old wallet, or even a family collection could make experienced collectors stop in their tracks? Today, we're uncovering 4 Kennedy half-dollars that have captured the attention of collectors across America. Some look completely ordinary, yet under the right circumstances, they can become the stars of a collection. Before you spend another half-dollar, watch this video until the very end, because coin number 1 has a story that surprises almost everyone. We'll reveal the history, the hidden details, the collector secrets, and finally the market value that has many people searching through their own coins. If you love discovering hidden treasures, amazing US coins, and the fascinating stories behind them, make sure you're subscribed, because our channel brings fresh coin discoveries and updates every single day. Now take a deep breath, grab your magnifying glass, and let's begin with a Kennedy half-dollar that many people have seen, but very few have truly understood. Coin number 1. The first coin on today's countdown is the 1981 with P. Kennedy half-dollar, a coin that many Americans have overlooked for decades. At first glance, it appears to be just another half-dollar from the early 1980s, but every experienced collector knows that appearances can be deceiving. Some examples have survived with remarkable eye appeal, while others carry decades of honest circulation that tell a story all their own. Even a coin showing age, brown spots on the reverse, and worn edges can attract attention because collectors always look beyond the surface to determine originality, history, and preservation. The Kennedy half-dollar series began in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy following his assassination. The design quickly became one of the most recognized in American numismatic history. By 1981, these coins were struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition consisting of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. Each coin weighs approximately 11.34 grams and measures 30.6 millimeters in diameter. Although millions were produced, the Kennedy half-dollar had already become uncommon in everyday circulation by the early 1980s, because many Americans preferred saving them instead of spending them. Your coin carries the P Mint mark, indicating it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. For collectors, identifying the mint mark is only the beginning. They also inspect the sharpness of Kennedy's portrait, the details of the eagle on the reverse, the quality of the strike, the original mint luster, if any remains, and whether the coin has unusual characteristics such as significant die varieties or mint errors. Brown spotting on the reverse and wear along the edges are signs of age and circulation rather than proof of rarity by themselves. But collectors still appreciate coins with original surfaces because they help tell the coin's journey through American history. One reason that the 1981 with P. Kennedy half-dollar continues to interest collectors is that high-grade examples are much scarcer than ordinary circulated pieces. While millions were struck, relatively few have survived in pristine condition suitable for top grading. This difference between an everyday circulated coin and an exceptional certified example is what makes the Kennedy series so fascinating. Collectors spend years searching for coins with superior eye appeal, strong strikes, and outstanding preservation. If you own a 1981 with P. Kennedy half-dollar, examine it carefully under good lighting. Look for clear details in Kennedy's hair, strong lettering, an undamaged rim, and any unusual minting characteristics. Never clean the coin, even if it appears dark or spotted, because cleaning can reduce collector value. If you believe your coin has an unusual variety or is in exceptional condition, consider having it evaluated by a reputable third-party grading service before making any decisions. For the specific circulated condition you described, a 1981 with P. Kennedy $half with brown spots on the reverse and aged edges, the available market information does not support a value of $98,000. Typical circulated examples generally trade for around face value to only a small premium, while only exceptional high-grade or rare variety examples command much higher prices. That is exactly why knowledge matters more than excitement alone. A Kennedy $half can be an enjoyable collectible, and the truly valuable pieces are usually those with exceptional grades or recognized rare varieties supported by professional authentication. Keep searching carefully, keep learning, and never underestimate the importance of careful examination. You never know when the next remarkable discovery could be waiting in your collection. And remember, if you enjoy discovering fascinating US coins, our channel brings fresh updates every single day. So stay tuned because the next coin in this countdown becomes even more interesting. Coin number 2. Now it's time for coin number 2, and this is where the excitement really begins. The 1977 Kennedy $half with no mint mark has become one of those coins that many people overlook without giving it a second glance. It may have spent years sitting quietly inside an old coin jar, tucked away in a dresser drawer, or resting inside a forgotten collection. At first glance, it looks like nothing more than an ordinary 50-cent coin, but experienced collectors know that some of the most fascinating discoveries begin with coins exactly like this. The black spots around the reverse edge and its old fine condition give it a look that reflects decades of circulation, preserving a genuine piece of American history. The Kennedy $half series remains one of the most iconic coin programs ever produced by the United States Mint. Introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy, the coin quickly became a symbol remembered by generations of Americans. By 1977, business strike Kennedy $half were being produced in a copper-nickel-clad composition made of outer layers containing 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. The coin weighs approximately 11.34 grams and measures 30.6 millimeters in diameter. Because your coin has no mint mark, it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, where more than 43 million examples were produced that year. Although millions were minted, collectors never judge a Kennedy $half by mintage alone. They carefully examine the sharpness of Kennedy's portrait, the details of the presidential seal on the reverse, the strength of the strike, the originality of the surfaces, and whether the coin displays any unusual die varieties or mint errors. The black spots on the reverse edge of your coin are signs of age and natural storage, not proof of rarity by themselves. Many advanced collectors actually prefer coins that have never been cleaned because original surfaces often preserve the coin's authentic character and history. The real excitement begins when collectors search for exceptional examples or genuine mint errors. A normal circulated 1977 Philadelphia $half is common, but coins with dramatic minting errors, wrong planchets, doubled dies, or exceptionally high certified grades become much more desirable. This is why experienced numismatists inspect every Kennedy $half under magnification before deciding whether it deserves professional grading. Sometimes, an ordinary-looking coin hides an extraordinary feature that transforms it into a collector's prize. If you own this coin, never polish it or attempt to remove the dark spots. Cleaning can permanently damage the original surface and reduce its collector appeal. Instead, examine the lettering, the rim, Kennedy's hair details, and the eagle on the reverse under bright lighting. If you notice doubling, an unusual strike, or another authentic mint error, professional authentication is the safest next step before offering the coin for sale. Regarding the value you provided, I can't truthfully state that this 1,977 no mint mark Kennedy $50 in old, fine circulated condition is currently worth $105,000 because reliable market data does not support that claim. For the condition you described, typical examples are generally worth around face value to a small premium, while only exceptional certified high-grade pieces or genuine rare error varieties have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That is exactly what makes coin collecting so exciting. Every Kennedy $50 deserves a careful inspection because the smallest authentic variety or mint error can make all the difference. Keep searching through old collections, inherited coin boxes, and forgotten rolls, because remarkable discoveries begin with curiosity and careful observation. And don't forget, our channel brings fresh US coin discoveries and updates every single day, so stay with us, because coin number 3 has an even more fascinating story waiting to be uncovered. Coin number 3. Now we arrive at coin number 3, and this is where many collectors begin paying very close attention. The 1,985 with D. Kennedy $50 may not immediately stand out to the average person, especially if it has black and brown spots and shows years of circulation. But experienced collectors know that the true story of a coin isn't told by dirt or discoloration alone. It's told by its originality, strike quality, preservation, and whether it possesses a genuine rarity or mint error. That mystery is exactly what keeps collectors searching through old coin jars and inherited collections year after year. The 1,985 with D. Kennedy $50 was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark below President Kennedy's portrait on the obverse. Like all circulation strike Kennedy $50 produced from 1971 onward, it is made from a copper-nickel-clad composition with outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. It weighs 11.34 grams, measures 30.6 millimeters in diameter, and features the famous portrait designed by Gilroy Roberts on the front and the presidential seal designed by Frank Gasparo on the reverse. One of the reasons collectors continue searching for 1,985 with D. Kennedy $50 is that truly outstanding examples are much harder to find than their large mintage might suggest. Millions were produced, but only a small percentage have survived with exceptional strike quality and pristine surfaces worthy of the highest professional grades. Collectors carefully inspect Kennedy's hair details, the lettering, the eagle's feathers, the rim, and the mint mark for signs of strong striking or unusual mint errors. Black and brown spots, like those on your coin, usually reflect natural aging or storage, and are not, by themselves, evidence of rarity. The most desirable pieces are those with outstanding preservation or recognized mint varieties authenticated by professional grading services. If you have a 1,985 with D. Kennedy $50, examine it under bright light with a magnifying glass. Look for doubled lettering, off-center strikes, clipped planches, or other genuine mint errors. Also, check whether the coin retains strong detail despite its age. One important rule every collector follows is never to clean the coin. Even if it appears dirty, cleaning can permanently damage the original surface and reduce its appeal to collectors. Regarding the value you listed, I can't truthfully state that a 1985 with D. Kennedy $half in dirty, fine circulated condition is currently worth $90,000 because reliable market references do not support that price. According to current price guides, ordinary circulated examples are generally worth around $0.60 to a few dollars, while exceptional certified high-grade coins or genuine rare mint era examples can sell for hundreds or even several $1,000s depending on rarity and condition. That's why patience and careful examination are so important in coin collecting. A common-looking Kennedy $half can still become an exciting discovery if it turns out to be an authenticated high-grade survivor or a legitimate mint error. Keep checking every Kennedy $half you come across, because remarkable finds begin with knowledge, not luck alone. And don't forget, our channel brings fresh US coin discoveries, collector tips, and market updates every single day. Stay with us, because coin number 4 is the grand finale, and its story is one that every Kennedy $half collector will want to hear. Coin number 4. We've reached the final coin in today's countdown, and if you've watched this far, you're exactly the kind of person who understands that some of the most interesting discoveries in coin collecting aren't always the flashiest at first glance. The 1972 Kennedy $half with no mint mark has fascinated collectors for years because it represents an era when these coins were becoming less common in everyday circulation, yet millions of people overlooked them. A coin with grey dots on the reverse and honest wear tells a story of decades spent in American commerce, and every mark on its surface reflects part of that journey. The 1972 Kennedy $half without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. It is composed of a copper core bonded to outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighs 11.34 grams, and measures 30.6 millimeters in diameter. Although more than 153 million Philadelphia examples were produced, collectors know that mintage alone does not determine value. Condition, eye appeal, rarity of surviving high-grade examples, and the presence of genuine mint errors are what truly separate an ordinary coin from a collectible one. Collectors carefully inspect a 1972 Kennedy $half for sharp details in Kennedy's portrait, crisp lettering, an undamaged rim, and unusual characteristics such as doubled dies, missing clad layers, or other documented mint errors. The grey dots on the reverse of your coin are generally considered signs of age, circulation, or storage, and are not by themselves evidence of rarity. However, many collectors still appreciate original, unclean surfaces because they preserve the coin's authentic history. The most desirable examples are those that combine original surfaces with exceptional preservation or recognized mint varieties authenticated by professional grading services. If you discover a 1972 Kennedy $half, examine it carefully under bright lighting with a magnifying glass. Check the lettering, the eagle, the date, and the rim for any signs of doubling or striking abnormalities. Never clean the coin, even if it appears dirty or spotted. Cleaning often removes the original surface and can significantly reduce collector interest. If you believe your coin has a genuine mint error or is in unusually high grade, professional authentication is the best way to determine its collectible value. Regarding the value you provided, I can't accurately state that a 1972 no mint mark Kennedy $half in fine circulated condition is currently worth $128,000 because reliable market references do not support that figure. For the condition you described, ordinary circulated examples are typically worth around face value to a small premium while exceptional certified high-grade pieces or genuine rare error varieties can sell for much higher amounts depending on the specific variety and grade. That brings us to the end of today's countdown. But the adventure doesn't stop here. Every Kennedy half-dollar deserves a closer look because the difference between a common coin and a prized collectible often comes down to details that most people never notice. Keep checking your change, old coin albums, inherited collections, and forgotten coin jars. You never know when you'll uncover a remarkable piece of American numismatic history.